and welcome back to our last video in this series as we're talking about manners. I'm John Patrick Hickey, and we've covered a wide variety of topics dealing with manners. And again, I want to emphasize that the simple definition for manners is kindness and respect. You have those two things, you're on the right track, and you'll be able to really show good manners to other people, and you'll have the satisfaction of being a person who understands and lives by good manners. I want to touch on something here that probably the politically correct crowd will be upset with, but it's how we need to look at things, and that is the terms ladies and gentlemen. I have talked to people who get all upset if you call them ladies or if you refer to men as gentlemen. Why? Who knows? It's not like they're derogatory terms. They're good terms. I think one of the best mission statements that I've ever seen came from the Hilton Hotel. And many years ago when I was working for a major museum, and we had someone from the Hilton come and do some training for customer service people, and they shared their mission statement with us, which was, "We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen." And I thought that was a fantastic mission statement, because that's how we should really look at life. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. Because if you look at people as they should be, and then you're going to start treating them as they should be, they will start behaving as they should be. And so will you, as a matter of fact. See, if we identify ourselves as people of good manners, and that's what a lady or a gentleman is. It's not something that's a negative term. It's a very positive term. It's a very strengthening term. It's someone who is in control, someone who has good manners, someone who is able to do leadership, someone who is able to be an example before other people. And if you do that by recognizing that the people who you are with are also ladies and gentlemen, and so you give them the respect that a lady or a gentleman deserve. And by doing that, you'll be surprised how quickly people fall into that role of behaving in that way. And it is, again, it's not a negative thing. It's not something that people should feel insulted about. Perhaps if you feel that you're not a lady or a gentleman, you might want to feel negative towards that, but the fact is, you can change that. You know, it's something that we can all embrace, that we can bring out those positive qualities in all of us. I hope that these talks on good manners have at least got you to thinking. Again, all we do is touch on the surface of these things, just little bits, but they're designed to try to help you to get to think. Think about this. Apply this to your life. You know, I pray that you really are able to get a hold of this and say, okay, how can I display better manners? How can I be an example? How can I take responsibility for the world that's around me? You know, when we end these videos, I always say that I want you to change your world. That's not just a cliche. It's not something to use as a tagline. I do want to see you change your world. And you can do that. You are the only person who can do that. And by changing your world, you make things better. And by being that example of what there is to be. Here's an easy thing to do, and I'm sure you've heard it many times from many different people. I'm going to give it to you again. Think about how you would like people to react. What do you think is good behavior? What do you think is good manners? How would you like to see people relate to other people? What is the change you want to see happen for the better in the world you live in? Now, become that person. Become that change. And when you do that, you will help others to also become that person and become that change. It's that simple. It really isn't a difficult thing to do. It's a commitment, and it takes a deliberate effort on your part in order to do it. But you can do it. I know that it's in you. I know that it's in me. And I pray that we can all really show good manners and truly change the world that we live in for the Growth Center. This is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to live your purpose. And as I said, let's go out and change your world.